I doubled my FPS in Ark Survival Ascendant in less than 5 seconds. Even on Aberration, I'm able to play with a steady 100 FPS. Hello Dodo crew, today we're going for the best console comments to massively improve your game performance if you're playing PvP. These comments can be used on official and unofficial servers. Grab a bottle of water and let's get straight into it. If you do play on console or do not want to copy and paste a comment all of the time from your text file into your game, I recommend getting the free and official RTR community mod. This mod was created by our paid mod creator Gibbo and can be used to activate the FPS boost, which basically executes the FPS command we created in our community, which makes it as easy as possible for console players, as they can click the FPS boost button and will always have the state-of-the-art command for all maps. If you do not want to install a mod, you have to copy and paste the comment from the video description into your console. To be able to use comments, you first need to activate the console in your game. Press escape and go to settings. Under the advanced tab you can find the console access setting. Set this to on and press save. r.VolumetricCloud has the most influence on performance. It is the best known comment and should be used in all configs. You can see it gets rid of all clouds in the sky, gives you a large FPS boost and makes the game less cluttered. Yet it is not as important on Aberration as on other maps. It still can massively increase your game's performance. r.VolumetricFog and r.Fog. Those two fog comments get rid of all the haziness and all the fog on the map. It makes the game more clear and removes all the distortions in the ocean, which lets you see for a greater distance. All the haziness that is left can be removed with the r.BloomQuality command, which removes even the smallest distortions you can see in the game. After using this command, even the most distant of the remaining haziness will be gone. Grass.SizeScale and Grass.DensityScale. With these two grass commands, you can simply deactivate the tall grass that cannot be interacted with, which not only shows players who are hiding from you, but also improves the performance of your game enormously. You can deactivate small shadows with the command r.ContactShadows. Depending on where you are, this setting can have different effects on performance. Removing parts of the shadows of bushes or trees highly improves the game performance. Normally, however, the FPS will improve slightly and you can gain a clear advantage in PvP. You can deactivate dynamic illumination with the command r.DynamicGlobalIlluminationMethod without dynamic lighting. Light looks much worse, but it has a huge impact on the performance of the game and can significantly improve your FPS. r.SkylightIntensityMultiplier does not improve your game's performance, but it does make the game more crisp, improves the lighting on the outside and helps to see enemies before they can spot you. The overall lighting of the game will improve, shadows and dark areas will lighten up and there will be less dark areas on the map. With the command r.Nanite.MaxPixelsPerEdge, you can improve your game's performance by reducing the details of the edges of distant objects. With the command r.Shadow.CSM.MaxCascades 1, you can set dynamic shadows to their lowest quality, which makes it easier to recognize opponents and significantly improve your performance, especially on Aberration. With r.Shadow.Virtual.Enable 1, you can enable high resolution shadows. This is important on Aberration, as this map has many shadows and disabling them will create flickering on the structures around the map. r.DistanceFieldShadowing is basically the distance how far away shadows are still rendered. If set to 0, distant shadows are completely disabled. Setting it to 1 sets the lowest possible distance, removing flickering around the map if you play on Aberration. All remaining shadows are removed with the command r.ShadowQuality 0. Deactivating shadows significantly increases performance and helps to maintain a clear view of opponents. On Aberration, you should keep this enabled by setting it to 1, as shadows are different on Aberration and could crash your game. r.Streaming.PoolSize describes how much GPU memory can be utilized for Ark by your GPU. If it is set to 0, the size of the pool is unlimited. This means your graphics card can be fully utilized. r.Lumen Screen Probe Gather Radiance Cache Probe Resolution describes the resolution of reflections. The lower the value, the less detail is reflected with the light from objects. r.Water.SingleLayer.Reflection removes the upper part of the water that handles reflections. This does obviously only help on the island and the center and Aberration in some parts, not on scorched earth. r.Lumen.DiffuseIndirect.Allow determines whether lumen global illumination should be allowed or not. Deactivating this global illumination reduces to simpler concepts. r.Lumen.Reflections.Allow disables all light reflections. Lens flares can give a nice touch to a game. Using r.LensFlareQuality, you can disable lens flares, which slightly improves the performance, and during the game sun does not blind anymore. Max anisotropy should range from 1 to 60. Higher values mean better texture quality when using anisotropic filtering, but at a cost of performance. Default is 4, this means if you lower it to 1, you can get the best performance. In games, textures are stored in different resolutions, and based on the distance between you and the object, the game decides which texture to choose. Using our ViewTextureMid-Bias-Offset, you can shift the texture in memory, meaning the game shows lower resolution textures more early, greatly improving the game's performance. Our light function quality defines the light function quality, which allows to adjust for quality or performance. Setting this to 0 disables the light function in total. Our SkylightInQuality defines the light emitted from the sky. Setting this to 0 allows to adjust for performance. Our Sky Atmosphere disables sky atmosphere rendering and shader code, greatly improving performance. I put this at the end because many players do not like this, as the sky gets very grey and the game starts to look bad. I hope you liked this video, and I'm thrilled to read what comments you know. Hit the like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and consider subbing to the channel. Alright, Frodo.